Hello and welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm Stephen Meadows. In today's Hidden Gem, I want to talk a little bit about setting SMART goals. Now, if you've been in the business world for any length of time, you've no doubt heard the acronym SMART, SMART. So that is a great way of setting goals for yourself. And if you remember those letters, I think you'll have a much better chance at actually achieving your goals and achieving goals that are important to you. So let's talk about each letter. First, S, specific. Your goals need to be specific. So this is a mistake that a lot of people make, is they'll say, for instance, I want to make more money next year. Okay, what, $1? So if you make $1 more than you made last year, do you consider that a success? Well, no, that's ridiculous. Obviously I want to make more than that. $5? $1,000? $1 million? What is your specific goal for income? If you can narrow that down to either a dollar amount, I prefer percentage increase, like I want to make 20% more, I want to do 10% more business than I did last year, then I think you'll find that helps you track these things better. Which brings me to the next letter, M, measurable. So if you just say, I want to make more money next year, well, how are you going to measure that? If you haven't set a specific dollar amount or percentage or whatever benchmark you're using, how will you know along the year whether or not you're actually achieving that? If you're looking at it from a percentage basis, you can break it down by quarter or by month to say, okay, my goal is to make 10% more this year. So if I want to break that down quarterly, that basically means I need to do about 2.5% better each quarter. Now, that's obviously a very high level look at that. You have to take into account seasonality and things like that, especially in the real estate industry. But if you're looking at something that's measurable, you can then track it and you can see, I'm doing well, I'm not doing well. I can make adjustments. If I can't measure my progress, I can't make adjustments along the way to make sure that I'm going to get there. The next one is A, attainable. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say, I want to make $1 million next year. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that you can't do that, but can you do that? Is it physically possible? Do you have the skill set? Do you have the knowledge? Do you have the tools and the time to make all that happen? Maybe it's more reasonable to start with $250,000 or 100,000 or whatever, work your way up. To set a goal that's so far out of the realm of possibility is only going to end up hurting you in the long run. Yes, it's great to have pie in the sky dreams and goals, but when you're actually setting a goal, make sure you're setting something that you can actually accomplish. So make it attainable. The next one is relevant, R. This is where I think a lot of people stumble. I've said this before in my previous videos. You cannot let other people set your goals for you. Your goals need to be something that are personal to you and relevant to what you're trying to achieve in your life as a whole. So if let's say your goal is to spend more time with family. Okay, great. That's a great goal. But then you say, but I want to do 20% more business than I did last year. Okay, first of all, both things are possible, but I won't get into all that. But secondly, you have to look at, does this goal conflict with something else? Is this a relevant goal to what I really want to accomplish? My overall goal for the year, my overall drive for this year is to spend more time with my family. So does doing 20% more business really jive with that? Is that a relevant goal to what I'm trying to accomplish? Or just letting other people set your goals for you is a great way to be irrelevant, because they'll pick something for you. If you don't own it, if it's not personal to you, if it's not relevant to what you're trying to accomplish, it's not going to be a priority, and you probably won't put the energy into it that you need in order to succeed. And then finally, they need to be time-based. In this example, I keep saying this year. If you just say, I want to make $1 million, when? Like in what time? I've probably made $1 million in my life, but I'm sure that's not what you mean. Is this, you want to make $1 million next year, in the next 5 years? Or, I want to own 5 rental properties in a year's time? Is this a 5-year plan, a 3-year plan? Your goals need to have a time base. And if you go back to one of my other videos about missing your goal, the time-based thing is really just for you. It's just a framework in which you can function. If you miss the goal, it's not the end of the world. So if your goal is for weight loss, I want to lose 20 pounds this year, and you get to December 31st and you've lost 19 pounds, does that mean that you have completely failed? No. Just kick the can down the road a couple weeks and say, okay, so by January 15th, I want to lose this last pound. Great. Did you achieve your goal? Technically, yes. You just didn't achieve it in the arbitrary time that you set. However, if you don't set a time frame, then you take away a lot of the motivation. So if you just say, I want to lose 20 pounds. I can lose 20 pounds next year if I wanted to. I don't really have any motivation to do it now. So make sure that your goals are SMART. So that's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. I think you'll find as you go into business planning season like we are in right now, setting those types of goals are going to help you a lot along the way to set successful goals that you will be passionate about, and you'll be able to move your business and your life forward. So that's all for now. I hope you have an amazing day and make great choices.